That's quite enormous, to say the least. Our God is a beast, his wrath is the sound of a lion roaring. Since he's topped by none, I'm on hip-hop, struck mine, screaming from the top of my lungs, I'm God!
Well, today we're going over next steps for a new Christian. If you're someone who's just recently crossed the line of faith and you've become a Christian and you're wondering, what do I do next? What exactly is the next steps for me? I have 5 things for you. We're about to go over them. And the first thing, just simply start communicating with God. This is one of those things where you open up that line of communication, and you simply say, God, I'm here. I want to learn about you. I want to have the desire to communicate with you on a daily basis. I want to have the desire to speak with you on a daily basis. I want to learn your character. I want to learn who you are. If you ask God, put that desire in me to constantly seek you and constantly learn more about you and to constantly communicate with you, then God will answer that prayer, and He will do that. The Bible actually says that we should be praying continuously. God created us to have a relationship with Him, to fellowship with Him, and communicating is how we have that fellowship. Communicating is how we have fellowship with God. It's how we build our relationship, and He will not let you down. He's always there for you. You can take a month off from communicating with Him and go back, and like that, instantly He's right there back with you again. So amazing. Number 2, start to purposely open your eyes. Consciously open your eyes and your heart to learn the character of God. I know I mentioned this, but man, God is love. He's unconditionally loving. And as you start to live life while communicating with God and purposely looking for His character, you will start to see that His creation is good, that He is such a good and loving God. And this also requires some studying. It requires some studying. I'll be doing some videos on this channel about the character of God that I'm really excited about. Number 3, start learning the Bible. You got to start learning the Bible. You got to start reading the Bible. I know a lot of people don't like to read, or they say like, the Bible is confusing. It's difficult. I have a recommendation. It's called the Action Bible. Now, I'd highly recommend it if you're someone who does not know the biblical stories, or you know some of them, but you feel like you don't know all of them. The Action Bible, man, it does a great job of outlining the major stories of the Bible. It doesn't really dive super deep into the doctrine of the Bible. However, it does a great job of outlining those major stories. And if you're someone who's really interested, and this will probably happen to most of y'all, as you're reading the Action Bible, you'll think, well, I actually want to know some more details on this story that weren't included in the Action Bible. Maybe you'll skip a few details and you're thinking, I wonder if there's even more to this. Great Bible I'd recommend. This is the Holman Christian Standard Bible. It's a great translation. You can basically read parallel as you go through the Action Bible. If you find a story, okay, I want some extra detail, you can look it up in this Bible, and this is the full written word, and that way you can get your extra details that you're looking for, and then go back to the Action Bible and continue with those stories. But I highly recommend it as a great way of initially learning the major Bible stories and getting a grasp on what is the gospel and what is the account of the Bible, if you will. Number 4, plug into a Bible-based church. Where most people live, there's churches nearby, and I encourage you to plug into a Bible-based church. Find one that you like. You can try a few different ones out. No church, I'll forewarn you, no church is perfect. There's no church that is absolutely perfect, that the pastor is going to be 100% right on. There's no end-all be-all when it comes to someone who knows doctrine and how to encourage you, how to live your life, how to be a good spouse, how to be good in your marriage, how to be the best father you can be, how to be the best business person as you can be. No one is the end-all be-all and is perfect, but find a good Bible-based church, plug in, fellowship with others, and just enjoy yourself. Number 5, start aligning your life as a Christian. Simply aligning your lifestyle as a Christian. All this means is that you're going to trim away some of the negative aspects of your life. Perhaps you have some friends or some influences or some things you do or whatever that you feel like are affecting you negatively, in consideration of your new belief and what your new desires are as a Christian, as a new Christian. start to trim those things away and start to add on maybe some Christian friends or some extra time with God alone. Here and there, you just simply add on these things, and over time, this is a lifelong process of Christianity. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifelong process. So I'd like to point out that 4 of the 5 steps that I just mentioned actually begin with the word start. Start trimming away. Start purposely opening your eyes to the character of God. Start communicating with God. And the reason why I say this is, once again, this is a lifelong process. It's not something where you're going to overnight change and become some kind of saint Christian. I can tell you, the people in my life, I've been a Christian for many years, in my entire life essentially, but really diving into it for, I'd say, the past 10 years, right about the last 10 years, diving into it more and more, and I can tell you that the people in my life, my friends, my family, they know I have faults. They know that there's things where I have bad days or whatever, and that's part of being human. That's part of needing the salvation, needing the forgiveness, waking up a new day. Each day is a new day. Like, God forgives infinitely, and it's so amazing. So I would encourage you, those are the 5 steps. Also, some great resources I'm going to link in the description. I highly recommend you check them out. Excellent additional resources. See you next time.